Shot by Rose. Scores! It was tipped out front, it looks like, by Hayden Rivette. And the Wranglers are up 1. It's in the crease. Shoot, scores! David Duggan! 5 minutes even. And your captain,
The Kingston Wranglers joins the USPHL and the hockey community in mourning the loss of the 3 Southern Alberta Mustang players. On February 2nd, 2026, Camden Fine, J.J. Wright, and Cameron Casorso tragically passed away in a car accident while traveling to practice. At this time, we ask everyone to join us in a moment of silence in their honor.
welcome everyone to the ranch. Kind of a quiet and somber start to this game tonight, as our thoughts and our prayers head all the way out to Southern Alberta hockey and the Mustangs and their situation they're going through. Moment of silence, of course, served by across the entire USPHL. Well, tonight's action has the Ottawa Valley Centennials in town against your Kingston Wranglers. Both are back from a showcase that just happened over the last couple of days. If you followed some of it on social media, and of course, it was broadcast on Black Bear TV. Ottawa Valley went 0-4. The Wranglers went 1-4, and their only win was against Ottawa Valley. Your captain, David Duggan, in on the draw. He wins the draw, but controlled in by Ottawa. They're going to go in the far side. Starting in goal tonight for your Kingston Wranglers is Austin Neal, of course, and starting down in goal for the Ottawa Valley Centennials is Evan Yamabuchi, and we're going to call him Boosh. That's his nickname. He reminded me that was his nickname, so we'll call him that for the rest of the night. That's just Boosh. As Ottawa Valley goes down in their own zone, they're trying to clear, picked off by Steven Saber on the outside. He's going to wrap around the net. Looking for the outlet pass, goes off the side of the net, and Duggan tries to go back to the point. He's back to Marcus Forbes. He's going to dump that one all the way in and to the outside. Ryan Miracle now on the half board, puts it out front of the net. No bouncing puck, can't get there. As Ottawa Valley can't clear, Ryan Miracle goes in behind the net to David Duggan. A lot of first happened against Ottawa Valley down at the showcase. Aiden Sager scored his first goal, and David Duggan had a back-to-back goal performance down there, literally 15 seconds apart, scored 2 goals. Visit them on USPHL Wranglers, and you'll see the 2 highlighted goals there by your captain, David Duggan. This is dumped all the way down to Emmett Guest. He can't control. Ottawa now tries to get this one out. They can't. Theo Disher is going to back this one all the way in. Emmett Guest and Gavin Garley now. The points go back to change as we're getting our first look at Eric Stringer. He's going to keep that at the line. Gavin Garley can't get a handle of that into the corner. They work around the outside. Ottawa's going to carry this out one-on-one. This is Stringer backing up. Gets control of that one. He gets bumped off the puck into the corner. Try to work this one out. They can't. Try to find their lane. Blocked at the top of the circle. Bouncing puck. Kept it at the line by Ottawa in behind the net. Grimbleby couldn't get a handle on that one. Ottawa's going to control on the outside. 17:42 remaining of the first period. We're just getting underway here at the ranch. Logan Grimbleby battles his man in the corner. The bright side, the door didn't open tonight. That's a positive sign for tonight. Stringer's going to try and clear this. He gets it up to Sauvé. Sauvé battles in front of the timekeeper's box. Donovan's going to grab this puck away from him. And they're going to go back. Braden Davis did a circle and wiped out there. Long distance dump in. Forbes goes in behind the net. Puck took a funny bounce. What's that? Yeah, we were commenting on that as Neil grabs the puck. Is that Davis came in with a tinted visor tonight, kind of threw us off, and he walked in. Doesn't make him as aerodynamic with the cage on. Maybe the tint slowed him down. The boys are just trying to express their flair on the ice. As Wranglers win the draw, and they're going to bring this one out across the line. This is our first look at Carter Sager as he tries to work this one in. He's on the half board out there with Davis. Sager's going to step around the half board. He's got Jackson Payne up front. Off the crossbar. We might have a take a look. Goaltender's flagging that his helmet got bumped. I don't know. We might have to take a little look at that. Don't know if the replay caught it. We'll take a look. Might be a little late. Yeah, it was a little late on the replay on that one. Well, it'll be on the main video, though. As Bush got hit in the head there, looked like it almost went in under the crossbar. Emmett Guest takes a quick shot, misses wide, bouncing puck. They're going to battle on the half board. This is our first look at Tyrese Carrion as they work down the half board. 2 new players here for the Wranglers. Millie's going to carry this out for Ottawa. He's on the outside. Forbes forces him out. Tries to change direction. He's got a long shot. Neil directs that to the left-hand side as he's dumped. Forbes going to carry this one around. Guest can't get a handle on that. Icing is going to be the call at 16:04.
This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you by Baja Craft Kitchen, inspired by the collective culinary journey of its founders. With a passion for fresh flavors, we offer thoughtfully crafted cuisine and creative cocktails.
Face off, one control by Ottawa. They shoot wide to the left. Now a foot race into the half board. Spin away. Now it's a foot race as they get down the ice. Doolin can't seem to catch the player on that one. He's going to bump his player behind the net. Emmett Guest also out there. Long distance passes. Blake Wood hammers his man into the boards as your captain goes in behind the net to pick up the puck. David Duggan gets ahead of steam. He's going to work on the outside, gets by the forward. He's going to take a step around Anderson as well. And through David Duggan still has the puck. Try to backhand, can't get it through. Ryan Miracle on the half board now battles his man in the corner as David Duggan takes on two Ottawa Valley players. Reinforcements come in the sign of Ryan Miracle. Now Ottawa can't get this one out. Now they do. Now it's a foot race getting back 3-on-1. They work to the outside, missed the pass, bouncing through the puck. Nobody grabs that. Controlled by Disher. Ottawa is going to regroup as your Wranglers go for a change. Stringer and Grimbleby come out on the defense pairing on this one as Ottawa backs up into their own zone. This is Rat, works to the outside. Can't find their way in. They're going to dump up through the neutral zone. One step around, Grimbleby on the outside, long shot. Glove save by Neal as he hangs onto that one at 14:47. Face-off will take place the left-hand side of Neal. Face-off pushed through by Ottawa, but controlled. This is Emmett Guest. He's going to put this up to Sauvé. Sauvé is going to work on the outside. Toe drag, long distance shot, bouncing puck. Bush couldn't control that one as Emmett Guest battles him behind the net. He controls, trying to find his way out. Sauvé now has it. Blows the tire, goes back to Guest. They work on the outside. Guest trying to find his way in, bouncing puck. They have to clear this one quickly as Logan Grimbleby turns, fires all the way in. Icing. They're going to wave that one off. It was clearly icing. Linesman wasn't paying attention on that one, but the Wranglers will take that. Long distance pass through everyone's feet. They're going to call that an icing. 14:06. Face-off will take place the right-hand side of Bush. As David Duggan comes out with Steven Saber, Ryan Miracle. Carrion and Forbes back. Carrion tries to put a little flicking pass there. Nice little sauce pass from Forbes. Duggan gets the puck and puts a backhand on Bush at 13:53. Wranglers showing some aggression here this morning. But tonight, I guess. Your captain, David Duggan, going to step in on the draw. Same line stays out there. Face-off won by Ottawa. That was Donovan, the captain. As is on the far side, Forbes beats everyone on the far side. Saber tries to help out into the corner to Miracle. Miracle trying to find his way out, bouncing puck. Now out comes Ottawa. 3 wide. Duggan's the third man back on this one. Nice toe drag, broken up by David Duggan in the corner. Saber now tries to move that up to Miracle, misses the assignment, and Donovan for Ottawa is going to back away. He's going to drop this one off a foot. Ryan Miracle is going to battle his man through the corner. Pushes his man off easily as Ryan Miracle battles in the corner. David Duggan comes back to help. Ottawa does get it up. And they work to the outside. Steven Saber, nice hit through the neutral zone as he causes the turnover. Ottawa's going to get their change in. This is Nolan. He goes D to his defense partner. Puck off a stick, bouncing puck. Saber took a kick at it, missed that. Now a foot race. This is two-man race here. This is Sager and Duggan. Broken up by the defense. Duggan's at the end of his shift, but Jackson Payne with a nice turnover. Back comes Sager, trying to get a shot low, went to the side. Blake Woods got a long-distance shot. That one's knocked down. Ottawa can't get their free man in behind the play. As Braden Davis just missed that assignment as Ottawa works on the outside. They're going to drop this in. Long-distance shot by Rat. Knocked down by Neal. No, nice save again by Neal as he kicked out the leg on that one. 12 minutes remaining of the first period. We'll go back and take a look at that save right there that Neal just made. First one he knocked down, controlled. Right here, here's the shot from Rat. You'll see Neal knock that one down. Puck was loose, and all of a sudden he had to kick out that right leg. There it is there. And he keeps it 0-0. Face off, one controlled in behind the net. This is Stringer, goes back to get this puck. He's going to move it up to Sager, one touch pass. Guess couldn't really get a handle on that one. Long distance shot again by Rat. And Neal hangs on to that one at 11:53. Face off, one into the corner, controlled by the Wranglers. They can't get this one out. Now they do. They overskated this one as Rat still out there for Ottawa. Broken up by Sager. Everyone touches up on that one. Davis had a tag up. He's still out there with Payne. Grimbleby tried to find Davis. Now he does. Ottawa gets this one out. Logan Grimbleby breaks this one up. They're going to get this one in. Now a foot race. This is Stringer going in behind the net. Eric Stringer. He wrapped it around the outside, kept it at the line by Ottawa. Now a battle. Davis goes back, tries to get this one on the half board. Aiden Sager in there battling his man. And Grimbleby's going to carry this one out. He's going to step up, lead this rush in, the big defenseman. He's going to dump this one into the outside, carried in as Bush took a swing. He missed that one. Grimbleby ran into Bush, and no Ottawa defenseman came in on that. I'm surprised at that. Long distance shot broken up there at the line by Carrion. Forbes now long distance pass all the way up. One touch pass as Tyler Doolin put that in behind the net. Ottawa tries to work this one out. This is Wiggins. He's going to dump this one down. Knocked down by Marcus Forbes. He's going to turn fire. Doolin one touch pass to Aiden Sager. Up to Sauvin. They work on the far side, dumped all the way in by Carrion. Working behind the net, Sauvin gets a man on him. Now pushed through, bouncing puck. Nobody can find it. Sauvin almost got a handle on that one as Sager's dumped in front of the net. And out comes Ottawa. 2-on-3, odd man rush kept in. Oh, it looked like it was kept in at the line. But offsides the call. 10:01. We're halfway through the first. Duggan, Saber, and Miracle come out. Wood. No Ty Wood tonight. That's Blake Wood. And Theo Disher on the point. David Duggan steps in on the draw. He wins, goes back to Wood. Wood takes a side step, tries to dump this one out. He gets it out. Ottawa grabs this, regroups. Wiggins couldn't hang on to that one. This, of course, is a St. Lawrence division game between Ottawa Valley and the Wranglers. As there's a battle on the half board, Ryan Miracle gets knocked down. Now Ottawa gets this one out. Wood's got to back up. It's a 2-on-1. Now it's broken up as the Wranglers all get back off a foot. Duggan's going to move that up to Emmett Guest, but Caper's going to break that one up. Duggan gets a stick on that. Bouncing puck. Blake Wood's also going to get that down to offside. They tag up. Blake Wood's going to have a look as Ottawa gets a change in. Wood moves this up to Saber. Saber's going to gain the line. He's got Duggan and Guest with him. Long distance shot. Bush kicks that off to the corner. Ottawa's going to gain control. They're going to get this one out. 1-on-1 as Grimbleby pushes his man to the side. He's going to chase him into the corner. Hard hit in the corner. Ottawa's yelling for a penalty. No call. They're going to push that to the outside. Grimbleby chases his man. Nice nifty little move there by the Ottawa Valley player. Wood pushes his man in the corner, battles him, wins the draw, can't get it out. Dumped right back into the same corner they just battled in. Grimbleby goes back, pushes his man off. Wranglers keeping Ottawa to the outside. They can't find the lane. There's the shot. No high stick on that one. It was a good tip. As Sylvain's going to carry this one in, 1-on-3, tries to get through, loses the handle. Guest tries to help out. Grimbleby gets his stick lifted. Ottawa tried to clear. Sylvain knocked it down and goes right back to Stringer. Stringer puts it back up. Far side, bouncing puck. Gavin Garley can't get a handle on that one. Grimbleby's going to grab it, fire it in. Offsides the call as he dumped it in and hit Garley. Stringer and Grimmelby are going to stay out. Now they're going to change that defense pairing. Carrion and Forbes are going to come out. Davis, Carter Sager, and Jackson Payne on the forward line. Forbes had a hard time getting a good handle on that one as what a hammer, and Neo flashes the leather on that one. As that was a small turnover and great opportunity for Ottawa, but Neo grabbed that right away. We'll look at it right there. There's the rifle shot right there. Neil read that one. Bouncing pucks. They can't keep it in. Ottawa has to back up. Long distance shot. Tip. Knocked down at the line, though, by Carrion. Now goes into the corner. This is Davis. Chases his man in. They try to get on the outside. Off the foot. No control still by Ottawa. Kingston puts a small press on this one. Jackson Payne battles his man, finally gets it out. Ottawa is going to try and back and regroup on that one. Carter Sager breaks it up, gets it to Forbes. Forbes tried to go right back to Sager, couldn't. Sager's going to turn, fire this one in, and they get a change in. Doolin, Guest, and Aiden Sager come out with Disher and Wood. Long shot. Neil directs that into the corner. 6:40 remaining of the first period. Wood tried to bank that into Tyler Doolin. He didn't see it. Oh, the door is open. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen. If you can see the eye roll right here with Randy, the cameraman, that door gets checked probably 3 times before the game starts, and it opens at least once. City of Kingston has been requested numerous times to work on that. Linesman tries to get that back on. Once we do that, let's just go to a quick commercial break.
This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you by Haymakers in Kingston refers to Haymakers Urban Kitchen, a family-friendly canteen and catering service located inside the Investia Center.
Ottawa wins the draw, shooting lane high, hits the player for the net. He felt that one big time. As Kingston can't get this one cleared. Long shot off a leg, of course. Knocks down on the sideboard. Sager tried to get a handle on that one. Ottawa player blows a tire, but he's able to get it back to the point. They're going to walk away. Long shot. High, easy blocker save. No icing call on that one. Disher's going to get a change in. Grimbleby and Stringer out here. Long shot. Ottawa tried to get it out. Grimbleby knocks it down. Capped up the line by Guess. He's going to try and find his way out into the corner. Doolin tried to go across to Sager as it goes up how to play as Sager retaliated. Now we got a little rough call. Gloves are off. Not quite sure what that was all about. Should be 2-2. Rough and a slash. We'll see what the call is.
This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you by
2 for slashing,
Bar Homes,
2
with
for
70
roughing.
years of deeply rooted history in the
4-on-4.
construction industry of Kingston and the surrounding areas. The Bar family is pleased to help local family create their legacies by sharing our expertise and excellence in building.
As we were saying, 2 minutes for slashing, 2 minutes for roughing, 4-on-4 hockey. Forbes, Saber, Duggan, and Grimbleby on for your Wranglers. Face off, won by Duggan. Grimbleby steps up, bumps his man. Didn't get a chance to knock him off the puck. Saber's back. Your captain stays on him into the corner. They go back to the point, trying to find their way in. 5:25 remaining of the first period, 4-on-4. Here come the Wranglers. This is Forbes leading the Russian. He's got Saber with him, trying to flutter that one through. Just ahead of Saber. They battle in the corner. Duggan's going to grab this puck. He's getting bumped off. Nice stick check. As Duggan battles his man on the half board, he has control, tries to drop it back to Forbes. Vesna steps around him. Now it's a 2-on-1. Steven Saber gets back. Shot missed wide. They control on the outside. Now a battle on the half board. They're trying to work their way in. Ottawa on the outside. 1 minute remaining the 4-on-4 hockey. Nice behind the back pass. Broken up, though, by the Wranglers. As Forbes is going to flick this one out. Kept in at the line. Oh, off their own foot. Now it's out. They're going to call a glove pass on that one. 4:29 remaining of the first period. 48 seconds remaining in the penalty. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on Black Bear TV. Kingston Wranglers here at the ranch, Kingston, Ontario, Canada. Face-off won by the Wranglers up the Wood. Wood up to Guest. Guest got Sauvin sneaking in the back door, picked off by Ottawa. Blake Wood keeps it in at the line. Ottawa trying to get this one out as there was an Ottawa player behind the D. Disher works on the far side to Wood, picked off by Ottawa. Ottawa comes back the opposite way. Sauvin forces his man on the outside. 4 minutes remaining of the first. Sauvin goes in, battles his man. Out comes Ottawa from the corner. They can't find their path. They circle in the outside. 10 seconds remaining, 4-on-4 hockey. They work it low. Neal closes the door there. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. We're 5-on-5 hockey. Garley heads in for the Wranglers. He's going to break that one up now. Foot race. Garley's trying to get inside. Can't get inside on Donovan, the captain for Ottawa. They work on the outside. Long distance shot as Marcus Forbes forces his man down. Out comes David Duggan. He's going to carry this one through. Stuck puck gets slashed off his stick as Marcus Forbes steps through the neutral zone. Ottawa's going to bring this one in. Long shot off the glove of Neal. Bounces up in the air. You can't grab it. 3:05 remaining of the first period as they try to get this one out. Long shot. Bouncing puck into the corner. They're going to shoot this one around. Kept in at the line. Ottawa's going to look for a shot. Neal hits him high. He knocks it down. Cleared puck. Now the Wranglers going to go for their change. Gas is going off. Out comes Steven Saber and Ryan Miracle come out. Broken up at the line by Grimbleby. Now a foot race. Ryan Miracle, the forechecker on this. He switches with Duggan. As Ottawa cuts through the neutral zone, Ryan Miracle stays on him. Active stick work. Saber breaks it up into the corner. 2:25 remaining of the first period. Your captain, David Duggan on the half board. Tried to bank it off to Miracle just up behind him as Ottawa backs up into their own zone. Again, heavy stick work by both teams out there. Duggan gets control. He's going to carry this in 1-on-3. Nice nifty little move by Duggan. He went high shelf. Missed that one just wide. Ryan Miracle couldn't find that in his feet. They step outside, step around Stringer. Back comes Ottawa 2-on-2. Steven Saber runs into his man, knocks him off the puck. Bouncing puck. Neal had that one read all the way. Ottawa tried to go behind their back. Controlled. Now it's going to be a foot race. That's going to wave the icing. A Stringer tries to catch up on Rat. He does. Speedy little youngster here. Getting our first look at Eric Stringer. Work to the outside by Carter Sager. They work around the neutral zone. Here comes Ottawa. Neal easily knocks that into the corner. Hooking call, high stick is going to call as Braden Davis took a high stick in the face. Wranglers get their first chance to go to the power play. Just a 2-minute call, no blood. Tinted visor. He had a cage on, he'd be okay. Wranglers opt for the right-handed face-off. Gavin Garley, Emmett Guest, Sauvin up front, Grimbleby, and Woods back. Face-off won by the Wranglers, but picked off by Ottawa. Here comes their captain. This is Donovan on the outside. 1:15 remaining. Wood drops a stick into the corner. Donovan's going to spin away from two Wranglers as they're coming in shorthanded, try to kill the clock off here to get out of the period. Now it's picked off as they work this up. Out comes Gavin Garley on the outside. Try to put it through to Wood, knocked down. Grimbleby's back, 52 seconds remaining. Over to Emmett Guest. BC native working on the outside. Sauvin comes in to help him out. The two BC boys on the ice. Knocked down. This is Penny as he tries to go back to get this. 34 seconds remaining. Dump in. Ottawa gets their change in, as well as their Wranglers. Out comes Grimbleby. Miracle, Duggan. Emmett Guest is still on the ice, and Marcus Forbes. Marcus Forbes now going to lead this charge and on the forecheck. Knocked down on the half board by Marcus Forbes. That's your captain. Captain at the line. He's going to look for a shot, and Bush is going to hang on to that one with 9.7 seconds remaining. Yeah, both teams headed down to a showcase over just the start of the week, and they ran into each other on day two. Wranglers with a 5-3 win over Ottawa Valley. David Duggan's going to step in on the draw for this one. Sabre's going to get this one. He's going to get a quick shot in. Backhand flutter, 7.5 seconds on the clock. Clock kept running. Now we're down to 5.1. David Duggan couldn't get quite the handle on that one. Spin fire by Ryan Merkel. There it is, bouncing puck. No, there's a buzzer. And at the end of the first period, 0-0 as we will go to the intermission show. Live from Kingston, Ontario. This is Wrangler Hockey on Black Bear TV.
This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you in part by Realm Sports Spring Tournaments. Check out all the tournaments they have to offer. In their 16th year of hosting tournaments, Realm Sports is proud to offer various spring tournaments for all levels in Kingston. Their tournaments include Adult Hockey Classic, Ontario Prospects D2, D3, and Junior Boys Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Girls Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Ringette Invitational, and the Realm Spring Cup House League Tournament. Register your team today at realmsports.com.
Oh, trying to multitask here. Not very good at it here. So. Naughty captain. Bad captain. Okay. Yeah. Obvious. So what am I doing here? I've got Austin's number all practice. Oh yeah! Ew. He's sold. Ew. What a pass. It's a good warm-up shot there. It's going to be a lot of heavy breathing here. Yep. Bad pass. Bad pass. Don't be like me, kids. Make good passes. I'm gonna snipe this. I'm calling my shot right now. I'm going Oh my God. Yeah! It went in. You saw that. It went in. It went in. What a sauce. That's disgusting. Yeah! Ah! Little moonwalking. It's all good.
This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you by Bar Homes, with 70 years of deeply rooted history in the construction industry of Kingston and the surrounding areas. The Bar family is pleased to help local family create their legacies by sharing our expertise and excellence in building.
This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you in part by Realm Sports, hosting spring hockey 4-on-4 leagues in Kingston, Napanee, and Girls League only based out of Napanee as well. Head on over to realmsports.com to register your player today.
This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you by the Merchant Tap House. Our historic building houses a unique, laid-back, and comfortable dining experience with one of the largest outdoor patios in town. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers hockey brought to you by HDC Kingston Realm Sports. Hockey Development Center Kingston is the newest state-of-the-art facility brought to Kingston, located at 1325 Centennial Drive. It offers programs to players from U8 to U20. Programs include our skate mill training and total training package, utilizing our 2 skate mills, Fusion Skating Zone, and much, much more. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers hockey brought to you by, in their 16th year of hosting tournaments, Realm Sports is proud to offer various spring tournaments for players of all levels in Kingston. Tournaments include our Ontario Prospects D2 and D3 Boys Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospect Girls Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Ringette Invitational, and the Realm Spring Cup House League Tournament. Register your team today at realmsports.com. This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you by Haymakers in Kingston refers to Haymakers Urban Kitchen, a family-friendly canteen and catering service located inside the Investia Center. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers hockey brought to you by 417 Bus Line, founded in 1958 in Castleman, Ontario, is a bus and charter transportation provider serving the Ottawa region with a large fleet of over 850 vehicles. This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you by the Merchant Tap House. Our historic building houses a unique, laid-back, and comfortable dining experience with one of the largest outdoor patios in town. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers hockey brought to you by Realm Sports is a family-centered multi-sport academy located in Kingston, Ontario. They offer a variety of programs including sports tournaments, spring hockey leagues, teams, and camps designed for different age groups. The organization focuses on providing exciting and educational sports experiences. This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you by Union Kitchen and Cocktails on Princess Street is your one and only spot for handcrafted cocktails, artisan pizza, handmade pasta, and fresh starters. There is something delicious for everyone.
Steps around his man, but turned over by the Wranglers. Here comes David Duggan. Quick shot. Blaine with a kick pass. Quick shot in. Scores! Oh my! That was Sylvain as he bangs that one in, and it is 1-0 for the Wranglers. Face off won by New York. Hard shot as the Wranglers are complaining about that one. We'll go back and take a look at that ourselves on the replay. Right here, I see David Duggan catches this one on the fly, and he's in all by himself. Lots of time, just shoots it. Nice save by Blaine, nice read, as we will go to the intermission show, and we will catch you for the second period. 1-1 after one here at the Ranch in Kingston, Ontario. Quick shot off the half board. Scores! That one off the foot of Ryan Miracle, as it is at the far side. We can't really zoom in because of the mesh, but you'll see it just pulled off the side. Quick shot into the feet and works its way in as the Wranglers now take a 2-1 lead here in the second period as they worked it in. As he worked it around right there, Neil read that all day long and knocked that off to the side as Neil's holding the 2-1 lead right now in the second period. We had the great battle here in front of us. Then the shot that just rings right off the post right there. Neil had the angle cut. 3-2 at the end of two, and we'll see you on the other side of the intermission show. Right there, there's the hard hit just inside the blue line. That was a massive hit. It's a hit. Here's a breakaway. Scores. As everybody kind of pinched forward on that one. They got in behind as we're 3-3 at 8:09 to the third period. This one through, he's going to step all the way in. Still has bodies with quick shot. Oh, Blaine, nice save. Scores! That went off a defenseman. It went off Duffy's leg. And that's going to go to Hayden Rivette. What a lucky bounce. But Hayden Rivette will take it. Support now given. No call by the official on that one, as Hamilton poked Guest right in the back of the leg. 2 minutes remaining. There goes Blaine to the bench. Now extra attacker on for New York. He's going to control. He's going to carry this one. He's going to shoot for the empty net. And scores. David Duggan with the long distance shot as the Wranglers take a 5-3 lead. Face off now to the left hand side of Neil. Face off won by New York, but controlled by Guest. Guest is going to take a shot. He hits the empty net as well, as that's Emmett Guest's first goal of the year, as he gets that monkey off his back. As tradition, here come the Wranglers down to Victor's Corners, and they're going to celebrate with Jared. This tradition started last year as they celebrate with Jared, the 22nd member of this team. What a great game by the Wranglers. There, we're back for the second period. Forgot to turn on the mic. Kingston now to our right. Randy steady hand, cameraman up here as well. Wranglers still on the power play as they work around the outside, trying to find their way in. This is your captain, David Duggan. As we're approaching 10 seconds remaining, back to the point. This is Saber. Cross the ice over to Disher. Long distance shot off a body, bouncing puck. 5 seconds remaining. Duggan broke up that clearing attempt. Miracle also in. Now we're back to 5-on-5 as Vesna comes back in behind the play. Duggan taking a sidestep, trying to find a path. Sabres going to sneak in the back door. Duggan couldn't go to him, tried to put it through the feet as Forbes was there. Nets knocked off. No change by Ottawa. That's Somang next week, right? Somang next week? Yeah. So next week's game, there's a time change. 4:30 here at the ranch. What's that? As another little Wrangler family day. As some of the younger Wrangler players from the program, you can skate with the Wranglers right after the game. As Somang is in town again, that's a 4:30 start here on Black Bear TV. As the clearing attempt from Grimbleby hits the linesman. Used to hate those. Broken up by Blake Wood. Here goes Guess. Whistle. Not sure what the whistle was for. What was it? Coach Major's not very happy with the net getting knocked off. Him and the referee have a gentle exchange as Gavin Garley steps in on the draw. They're going to put the puck in behind the net. Now a foot race. Sylvan's going to step in on the half board. Can't get to that one. Ottawa's going to clear. They try to clear at the outside. Logan Grimbleby now in a foot race. Icing is the call at 18-12. Yeah, we just found out tonight the 4:30 game for next Sunday on Family Day up here in Canada. Again, join the Wranglers afterwards for a skate. Gavin Garley steps in on the draw, wins the draw back to Sylvain. Sylvain on the ice off the stick of Emmett Guest as Garley grabs that and puts it right into the chest protector of Bush. Yamabuchi is in net right now. He goes by Bush. No disrespect to him. That's his actual nickname. Face-off goes back to the point as Forbes keeps it in at the line. They work around the outside. This is Ottawa trying to get it out. Emmett Guest battles his man on the half board. Garley comes in to give assistance. Garley's going to put this in deep. Emmett Guest can't find it in his feet. That's the captain. That's Donovan. Emmett Guest steps in. Now they're going to go back to Forbes. Forbes controls just inside the line. Nice low shot. Bouncing puck. Out comes Ottawa. 3-on-2. Broken up by Forbes. Offside's the call. Great call by the official. As they try to work it inside. 17:32 remaining of the second period. You're watching Wrangler hockey here on Black Bear TV. Thank you so much for joining us. Our first look here at Ottawa Valley this year. We're in the old Edmonton Oiler colors. They stand out. As Kingston carries in on the far side, that was Braden Davis as he tries to work inside. Long distance pass. Blake Wooden couldn't get a stick on that one. Ottawa tried to find their way out in the middle. That was Anderson, missed that one. Shot, knocked down. This is Jackson Payne. Bouncing puck just got away from him. Couldn't get ahead of it. Comes all the way back to Wood. Wood's going to go off the glass. Nice pass up to Payne. Payne by himself. Now he's got a sidestep with him. That's Braden Davis. Long distance shot, and Bush hangs on to it at 16:50. Doolin, Guest, and Sager now come out. This is Aiden Sager as Blake Wood and I think it's Disher on the far side. It is Theo Disher. Ottawa tries to clear on the far side. They keep it in at the line, broken up by Guest as Blake Wood banks it off the puck to Aiden Sager. Hand pass is the call. Again, if you have a chance, go check out the Instagram. Aiden Sager with his first goal here against Ottawa Valley down at the showcase. Aiden Sager steps in on the draw. He's out there with Doolin and Guest. Wood and Disher still on the point. Donovan's pleading his case about the hand pass. Linesman having a conversation as Doolin's also having a conversation with his man on the draw. Still having an explanation here from the linesman instead of just dropping the puck. Now we're underway here. Ottawa's going to carry this in on the outside. They're forced on the outside as Wood had to force out Vesna. Doolin's going to carry this. He's going to try and burn his man to the outside, but Donovan's back. Doolin steps through, loses the handle on that as Donovan controls. Long distance pass picked off by Eric Stringer. Stringer's waiting for everybody to tag up. Long distance shot in as Doolin has to clear. Stringer takes a hit way outside the line. Here comes Ottawa. 16 minutes remaining in the second period. 0-0. As Ottawa tries to clear it inside, they can't. Still working on the outside off the foot of Sager. Donovan keeps it in at the line. Ottawa can't get the shot away. Stringer's got to step up, battle his man. Grimbleby's pointing, kind of steering direction there. Long distance shot high above the head of Neal. Guest now controls, tried to go across to Doolin. Picked off by Ottawa. They come in 1-on-3. Long shot misses wide. Tyler Doolin gets beat on the half board. They go into the corner. Aiden Sager watches his man as Ottawa tries to work this one low as Neal just holds his ground as they try to cut inside. 15-15 remaining of the second period. Wranglers get their change in. David Duggan, Saber, and Ryan Miracle come out. Steven Saber on the far side. Defense is going to change. Marcus Forbes out there. As well on the far side, we got Carrion. Tyrese Carrion. Our first look at him as well. Ottawa controls. They try to dump this one on the outside into the feet of Carrion. Miracle bouncing puck, tries to get this one out. It is out, cleared right back in. Did hit the Ottawa player, no whistle though. Carrion goes in behind his back to Forbes. Forbes looking for the outlet pass. Tried to flutter this one. It was bouncing. Miracle's going to control this one and carry it up. Ryan Miracle gains the line, tried to drop off for David Duggan, ended up dumping that one in. As Ottawa regroups on the half board. Duggan cut off that pass, long distance shot. Icing will be the call on it. Oh, they waved the icing off. As the Ottawa Valley player beat Carrying in on that one. They work on the outside. This is Ottawa still controlling, back to the point. Saber skates out to cut him off, back to the point. They can't keep it in. Now they clear. Ryan Miracle steps up on the draw as well as Steven Saber as they try to force some action from Ottawa. Shot in off the body of Carrion. He's going to try to put this up. He does to Ryan Miracle. Miracle dumps this one in. Ottawa regroups as the defense changes. Blake Wood and Disher out there now, the defense pairing. Oh, David Duggan scores as he picked that one off and put it in the net. Miscue there by Ottawa, but the Wranglers will grab that. We'll take a look at that one. You see them working low in the corner. And David Duggan, ever so dangerous, just kind of hanging out there. We'll see it right there. There's the dump out. And then David Duggan just reached in and grabbed that and slapped it into the net. And David Duggan makes it 1-0 for your Wranglers at 13:55. Lakewood tried to put this up to Emmett Guest. It's broken up. Back comes Ottawa the other way. Garley cuts his man off, forces him to the outside. Ottawa can't get their shot off. That was Wiggins. Bouncing puck. Now Emmett Guest is going to skate in, get control of this puck. Emmett Guest now has Garley with him. Overskated the puck. He gets knocked off. It can't control. Garley now gets it in the corner. Garley spins, still held on to by the Ottawa player. Guest still trying to work on the outside. There's some action on the far side there. Garley was getting tangled up with his man. Broken up there by Disher. Now a foot race. Blake Wood's going to get back to help out. Again, Couldn't get the shot off by Ottawa. They work it low. Quick shot off the side of the net. Disher now gets the puck out. Ottawa has to back up. You got to wait for everybody to get onside. This is Brandon. He knows he works it inside. Ottawa tries to find their way in. This is their captain. This is Donovan. Works on the outside. Quick shot, scores. As he got a chance to walk all the way in and just beat Neal on the outside. And just like that, 1-1 here at the ranch. You'll see it right here. Donovan just steps around, walks in, walks right across the top, takes a side step there. There's the opening there. Walks in and just beat Neal just under the glove. And we're 1-1 here in the second period at 12:47. Face-off was won by the Wranglers. They shoot this one in. They control the half board as Jackson Payne out there with Braden Davis and Carter Sager. Nice hard hit in the corner by Braden Davis. Bouncing puck. Carter Sager now controls. Trying to get this one out. He doesn't. Here's Jackson Payne going in a 1-on-3. Works to the outside. He slammed hard into the boards on the far side, but he gets right back up, gets control of the puck. Puck comes right back to Jackson Payne. Has a magnet on the stick right now. Seems to get in the puck every bounce. Back comes Ottawa. Nice break up there by Stringer. Kept it at the line by Ottawa, but it's pushed out by Carter Sager. Steven Saber tried to take off on that. Blew a tire, though. Yeah, something's wrong with Saber's skate. He's going directly off. Ottawa gains the line, gets it in. Ryan Miracle's out there now. Quick shot into the corner. Emmett Guest comes out. Interference is going to be the call against Emmett Guest. As there's still some action here in front of us. It's going to be a power play for Ottawa Valley. Be a interference call to Emmett Guest. Yeah, we'll see the puck here just bounce off. Here comes Emmett Guest in the view, and there's the interference call right there. And, of course, retaliation. No call on that retaliation. Oh, that moved on us here. Sorry, folks, that was down here. We had all that set up earlier today. I'm not sure why it moved way up there again. There we go, folks. Sorry about that. Don't know why it was resized there. Ottawa off the top of the glove of Neal into the corner. Has a power play opportunity here for Ottawa. Guest for interference. As Neal's going to reach out and try and grab that. Looks like the penalty started late in the timekeeper's box. They tried to work this one in. This is Ottawa on the outside on the power play. Tried to work it inside. Fan shot broken up by David Duggan. David Duggan clears this one as Blake Wood was caught up. He's going to drop back to his regular defense area. Has Forbes and Blake Wood on the point. Duggan and Ryan Miracle up front on this PK. Again, broken up by David Duggan. Miracle's going to go all the way back to Wood. Wood's just trying to kill the clock here. He's going to fire this one down. Bouncing puck. As Duggan was behind everybody. Now it's captain on captain. Low shot. Bush knocks that to the corner. Ryan Miracle on the forecheck. Ryan Miracle takes a pretty good hack there with 1 minute remaining in the penalty to Emmett Guest. Forbes is going to fire this one all the way down as the forwards change. Sylvain and Braden Davis now out here. 55 seconds remaining in the interference call to Emmett Guest. Ottawa's going to carry this one in. They're going to take their time trying to get this one set up. This is Donovan on the outside. Quick shot high above the blocker. Going to go all the way down. Well, Braden Davis is going to take a run at this one, trying to get the puck first. As the defense changes, Grimbleby and Disher come out. Davis still bat. Oh, nice little move there by Davis to get free. Nice forward check by Davis on this one. Still being a pest out there, which is fantastic to see as he's still back as he gets back in this goal. In walks Ottawa through. Nice kick save by Neal as he knocks that one away shorthanded. Now a foot race back the other way. Braden Davis is going to go for a change. Nice penalty kill shift for him. David Duggan comes out as we return back to 5-on-5 hockey. Clearing attempt here by Grimbleby, high in the glass, knocked down at the half board by Ottawa. Controlled by Ottawa. They try to work it outside through the zone. Nobody gets a stick on that one. They work on the outside. Shot around the outside. This is Anderson stepping in. Broken up by Grimbleby. Disher's got to step up. He tries to get this up. He does up to Sauvé. Off his foot, though, as Emma Guest tries to catch up. Back comes Ottawa the other way. Anderson on the outside. This is Millie. Bumped off by Emma Guest. Nice spin move there by Millie. Now Barino tries to get this one. Ottawa still controls on the half board. Grimbleby steps up on his man. Broken up by David Duggan as Disher's hooked. Sauvé tries to get to his man. He does. Puck does not get out, though. They go low. Broken up by Disher. Sauvé just takes a swing and gets it out. 8:30 remaining in the second period. 1-1 is the tie here at the Ranch. Live Black Bear TV as Sauvé works on the half board. Sauvé wrestles his man in the corner. He goes back, gives him a shot. Out comes Ottawa, 3 wide. David Duggan gets back into this play, though. Their work to the outside, quick shot. Neal's going to hang on to that one at 8:07 remaining. Capacity crowd here tonight for Ottawa. Ottawa is almost one of our local teams, if you will. A lot of parents made the trip down. Forbes is going to flick this one high. Bouncing puck. Doolin can't get control of this one. As now it's knocked down by Ottawa. They come back the other way. Ottawa gains the line. Lots of Wranglers back. Long shot. Neal kicks that off to the side. Nice hard hit on the half board there by Carrion. Neal's going to hang on to that one. As Ryan Miracle's gloves land on the ice. Face off to the left-hand side. Ryan Miracle steps in on the draw. He's out there with Doolin and Aiden Sager. Vezina steps free. High shot, high above the blocker and wide. Ottawa controls on the half board. Almost broken up there by Ryan Miracle. Aiden Sager breaks this up now. A foot race. He's trying to catch up to Donovan. Donovan gets this up, broken up by Forbes. Forbes goes back the other way. He's going to jump up into this rush. In comes Miracle. Bouncing puck, couldn't control. Doolin had to back up. He does get that one off. Up to Carrion. Forbes on the forecheck, but he's caught up high as Carrion tried to knock that one down. They keep on side. Lots of Ottawa players as Wiggins had an opportunity. Missed the puck. Neal was able to read that one. Marcus Forbes is going to turn, flick this one high and above to get it out. 6:30 remaining in the second period. 1-1 here at the Ranch. Carter Sager, Jackson Payne, and Braden Davis out for your forwards. Carrion and Grim will be out on your defense. Kept in at the line by Ottawa. They work into the corner. Trying to find their way in. This is Caper. Neal kicks that to the side. Ottawa still controls. Flicked high, knocked down. Now carried out. This is Davis to Carrion. Nice backhand. This is Jackson Payne now by himself. Can't get around the Ottawa defense. He's going to go in and battle his man. Quick shot. Grimbleby. Oh, nice tip by Jackson Payne just wide. As Carter Sager battles his man on the half board. Step up on the line by Grimbleby. Ottawa controls, brings this out. Steven Sabres back on the change. They work to the outside. Stringer forces his man back. knocked down, controlled, bouncing puck still. Ottawa keeps us in. There's a guy in behind. What a read by Neal. As that will definitely make the highlight reel tomorrow, as Neal bailed out his defense partners there, as everybody was looking the opposite way. And we'll take a look right here as they keep it in at the line, and you'll see the guy behind the play. There it is there. There's the shot. Gets through the sidestep, and Neal just stretches out to grab that one. He hangs out of that one to keep it 1-1. Moved around the outside. Off a foot. Shot wide again. Kept in by Ottawa on the half board. 4:45 remaining in the second period. Logan Grimbleby gets this one up. Carter Sager couldn't track that one. Bouncing puck. Steven Saber out there. In comes Ottawa. Grimbleby breaks this one up. No shot. Neal kicks that off to the side. Ottawa keeps it at the line. They're going to work it low on the half board. Bouncing puck. Quick shot scores. As that was Granadino. As Neal's been standing his ground in this one. Not getting a lot of support right now. There's a shot right there, right over his shoulder. Not much he could do on it. Two 2-1 for Ottawa as they win the draw, come through. That was Disher, stood his man up as the Wood tries to find outlet pass. Disher's going to put it right back to Wood as he takes a hit in the corner. He's going to work this up to Duggan. Duggan's going to drop for Miracle. Miracle's going to put it up just ahead of Saber. Ottawa's going to regroup back the other way. Now one-on-one, Ryan Miracle gets back. Nifty little move there by the captain. That's Donovan on the outside. Disher's going to control, put it in behind the net. Blake Wood has this. He's going to find Steven Saber. Saber's going to go for a skate, 1-on-4. He's going to dump in the corner, chase this. 3:50 remaining of the second period. Tried to go by his back there. Oh, David Duggan with a great opportunity there. Couldn't find the handle. Great read by Saber. Kept at the line by Wood. He's going to shoot it low. And Bush is going to grab that one and hang on to it at 3:35. Face off the right-hand side of Bush. Gavin Garley, Gaston Sauvé come out of the forward line. Carrion and Forbes on the point. Garley steps in, wins the draw to Sauvé. High on a stick into the corner. Ottawa's going to turn fired. Knock this one down. This is Donovan trying to work his way through. Nice move by Guess as he battles his man. Nice sidestep. Hooking's going to come up against Ottawa. Neal's heading to the bench as Sylvain controls in behind the net. Out to Guest off his foot. He's going to turn fire. Duggan stepped on for the extra attacker. They work it in low. And Ottawa finally touches the puck. Power play opportunity for your Wranglers. That's going to be Donovan for the hook at 3:06. Oh, we're going to call a slash. I would have gone with the hook. Randy agrees. Good call by the official. Garley Wood is up front on this power play. Guest is back and Grimbleby. Grimbleby shoots it high and away as Garley's also out there on the forward line. Guest on the far side. Sylvain was the one that I missed. Sylvain's going to just kind of slow this one down. We've got two players that swap positions on this one. Sylvain dropped back and Wood went up front. They want the big body of Blake Wood out front of the net. We saw him score not too long ago on the power play. Blake in behind his net. Grimbleby shoots just wide of Bush as the Wranglers are super aggressive on this one. Sylvain over to Grimbleby. Nice low shot off a leg in the corner. Sylvain's going to grab this one and hang on to it. 1:13 remaining in the penalty. Sylvain tries to work this one in low. Garley's going to grab this puck. He's hooked. Still controls, though. Sylvain also in behind the net. They go back to Guess. Guess with a long, high shot. High bush. Can't control. Now he knocks it down. 56 seconds remaining in the penalty. 2:02 remaining. Wrangler's going to get a change in. They're probably going to put out Miracle, Duggan, Sabre. They do. Disher. Sabre's going to drop back. Forbes is going to go up front. Forbes can get dirty out front of that net. He's a gritty player. Face off, won by Duggan into the corner. They're going to turn fire. Wranglers can't keep this one in. 45 seconds remaining in the penalty. 1:50 remaining in the period. Disher's going to slow this one down. Everybody back. Disher's going to carry this one up. He's going to force the outside drop for Duggan. Duggan over to Miracle. Off his foot. Set the line. Bouncing puck. They can't control it. As Ottawa's going to turn fire. And this one goes all the way down. Neil's going to stop this for your captain. Captain's going to wind it up. Oh, he's going to drop that for Disher. Duggan usually carries that one up on the power play. Puts it up to Steven Sabre. Steven Sabre fires that one in. Forbes is the first one on the far side. Duggan gives him support. He was there. Right back to Forbes off a foot. Lucky little redirect there as we're 3 seconds, 2 seconds remaining. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Wranglers trying to find the outside. Wraparound attempt by Miracle. He gets the puck right back. Trying to find his way with another wraparound attempt. Can't get it. Back to Disher. Theo Disher, long shot. Deflected, bouncing puck. Nobody can find it. Disher's got to back up as Forbes goes to him. The Sabre back to Disher. Disher in low to Forbes. Broken up by Ottawa. Back comes Ottawa. 40 seconds remaining. They're too wide as Duggan gets back as well. He's at the end of his shift as Millie shoots that high and away. Carter Sager gets out there, hacks that one away. 30 seconds remaining in the second period. Long distance shot. Oh, no, they didn't touch it. Too many men on for the Wranglers. Neil kicks that to the side as Duggan now is going to grab this one and carry it up through the neutral zone. In comes Duggan, your captain. He's going to battle through. He's hit at the line. Sabre's going to step up, give him support. 10 seconds remaining in the period. He's hit hard as Forbes also goes into the corner to battle his man. Here comes Ottawa. 3 seconds. Nothing's going to happen here. They get this one up. And time expires as Donovan had a step. And at the end of the second period, 2-1 for Ottawa Valley. As we go to the intermission show, we will catch you on the other side. 2-1 Ottawa here at the ranch.
This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you in part by Realm Sports Spring Tournaments. Check out all the tournaments they have to offer. In their 16th year of hosting tournaments, Realm Sports is proud to offer various spring tournaments for all levels in Kingston. Their tournaments include Adult Hockey Classic, Ontario Prospects D2, D3, and Junior Boys Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Girls Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Ringette Invitational, and the Realm Spring Cup House League Tournament. Register your team today at realmsports.com.
Oh, trying to multitask here. Not very good at it here. So. Naughty captain. Bad captain. Okay. Yeah.
Obvious.
So what am I doing here? I've got Austin's number all practice. Oh yeah! Ew. He's sold. Ew. What a pass. It's a good warm-up shot there. It's gonna be a lot of heavy breathing here. Yep. Bad pass. Bad pass. Don't be like me, kids. Make good passes. I'm gonna snipe this. I'm calling my shot right now. I'm going. Oh my God. Yeah! It went in. You saw that. It went in. It went in. What a sauce. That's disgusting. Yeah! Ah! Little moonwalking. It's all good.
This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you by Bar Homes, with 70 years of deeply rooted history in the construction industry of Kingston and the surrounding areas. The Bar family is pleased to help local family create their legacies by sharing our expertise and excellence in building.
This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you in part by Realm Sports, hosting spring hockey 4-on-4 leagues in Kingston, Napanee, and Girls League only based out of Napanee as well. Head on over to realmsports.com to register your player today.
This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you by the Merchant Tap House. Our historic building houses a unique, laid-back, and comfortable dining experience with one of the largest outdoor patios in town. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers hockey brought to you by HDC Kingston Realm Sports. Hockey Development Center Kingston is the newest state-of-the-art facility brought to Kingston, located at 1325 Centennial Drive. It offers programs to players from U8 to U20. Programs include our skate mill training and total training package, utilizing our 2 skate mills, Fusion Skating Zone, and much, much more. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers hockey brought to you by, in their 16th year of hosting tournaments, Realm Sports is proud to offer various spring tournaments for players of all levels in Kingston. Tournaments include our Ontario Prospects D2 and D3 Boys Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospect Girls Hockey Challenge, Ontario Prospects Ringette Invitational, and the Realm Spring Cup House League Tournament. Register your team today at realmsports.com. This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you by Haymakers in Kingston refers to Haymakers Urban Kitchen, a family-friendly canteen and catering service located inside the Investia Center. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers hockey brought to you by 417 Bus Line, founded in 1958 in Castleman, Ontario, is a bus and charter transportation provider serving the Ottawa region with a large fleet of over 850 vehicles. This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you by the Merchant Tap House. Our historic building houses a unique, laid-back, and comfortable dining experience with one of the largest outdoor patios in town. This broadcast of the Kingston Wranglers hockey brought to you by Realm Sports is a family-centered multi-sport academy located in Kingston, Ontario. They offer a variety of programs, including sports tournaments, spring hockey leagues, teams, and camps designed for different age groups. The organization focuses on providing exciting and educational sports experiences. This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you by Union Kitchen and Cocktails on Princess Street is your one and only spot for handcrafted cocktails, artisan pizza, handmade pasta, and fresh starters. There is something delicious for everyone.
Steps around his man, but turned over by the Wranglers. Here comes David Duggan. Quick shot. Blaine with a kick pass. Quick shot in. Scores! Oh my! That was Sylvain as he bangs that one in, and it is 1-0 for the Wranglers. Face off won by New York. Hard shot as the Wranglers are complaining about that one. We'll go back and take a look at that ourselves on the replay. Right here, I see David Duggan catches this one on the fly, and he's in all by himself. Lots of time, just shoots it. Nice save by Blaine, nice read, as we will go to the intermission show, and we will catch you for the second period. 1-1 after one here at the ranch in Kingston, Ontario. Quick shot off the half board. Scores! That one off the foot of Ryan Miracle. As it is at the far side, we can't really zoom in because of the mesh. But you'll see it just pulled off the side. Quick shot into the feet and works its way in as the Wranglers now take a 2-1 lead here in the second period as they worked it in. As he worked it around right there, Neil read that all day long and knocked that off the side as Neil's holding the 2-1 lead right now in the second period. We had the great battle here in front of us. Then the shot that just rings right off the post right there. Neil had the angle cut. 3-2 at the end of two, and we'll see you on the other side of the intermission show. Right there, there's the hard hit just inside the blue line. That was a massive hit. It's a hit, here's a breakaway, scores. As everybody kind of pinched forward on that one. They got in behind as we're 3-3 at 8:09 to the third period. Just went through, he's gonna step all the way in. Still has bodies with quick shot. Oh, Blaine, nice save, scores! That went off a defenseman, it went off Duffy's leg. And that's going to go to Hayden Rivette. What a lucky bounce. But Hayden Rivette will take it. Support now given. No call by the official on that one. As Hamilton poked Guess right in the back of the leg. 2 minutes remain. There goes Blaine to the bench. Now extra attacker on for New York. He's going to control. He's going to carry this one. He's going to shoot for the empty net. And scores David Duggan with the long distance shot as the Wranglers take a 5-3 lead. Face off now to the left hand side of Neil. Face off won by New York but controlled by Guess. Guess is going to take a shot. He hits the empty net as well, as that's Emmett Guess' first goal of the year. We're back. Third period, 2-1 for Ottawa. As we're about to roll into this one. Austin Neal standing his ground tonight to keep this thing 2-1. Don't forget to check out all the highlights on the Instagram. That's the USPHL Wranglers. Wranglers are going to back up into their own zone. This is Forbes. He's going to rifle this one around. Sabre missed that puck, kept it at the line. Now in the half board again, Ottawa is going to try and bounce this puck in. They do. Forbes is going to try and flick this out. It gets out. Now your captain, David Duggan, is going to bring this one in. Broken up by Ottawa. Delayed offside. This is Kepper on the outside. Nice drop pass. Tries to find his way in. Neil kicks that to the side. Bouncing puck. David Duggan now picks this one up. He's going to work on the outside. Ryan Miracle is going to let that one go through as well. He battles his man on the outside. David Duggan now tries to walk out. He can't get there. Ryan Miracle also there. Sabre tried to bang this one on the offside. He couldn't get it all the way through. Disher couldn't keep that at the line as Anderson from Ottawa is going to circle that one to his defense partner off a leg of David Duggan. Duggan's got a step. He's in behind there as he tried to almost get that one in. No call on that hack. But Duggan walked right in on that one. Anderson's going to go for a skate. Miracle puts a stick on him, battles his man, forced to the outside. Broken up there by Wood. Back comes Gavin Garley on the outside. He's got Emmett Guest with him. Emmett Guest, nice little spin move there. Couldn't get enough of that backhand. Broken up by Sylvain into the corner. Garley to Sylvain. Sylvain's going to step through. Nice wide step on him. Oh, he just lost the handle on that. Puck went out. Nice little spin move there by Sylvain. He's going to flick this one in. Bouch is going to touch this one for his defense partner, Rat. Rat now moves it on the far side for the far Ottawa forward. This is Donovan, the captain for Ottawa. He's going to speed through. One-on-one with Forbes. And off a post and in the net as it's now 3-1. As there wasn't much you could do on that one. You'll see Donovan right here just go to the outside. He's going to step all the way around. Off the post and just beats Neal over the blocker. And we're 3-1 for Ottawa here at 7:50 remaining in the third period. Ottawa battles in behind the net. Now they try to get this one out. Bouncing puck gets by Carrion. Forbes picks this one up on the outside. He puts this one around off a foot out to the neutral zone. Long distance shots by Rat into the zone. Forbes is going to back up, grab this one. He's going to bank that one off the boards. A Carrion long distance shot. Jackson Payne bouncing puck. Now dumped in by Braden Davis. Now a foot race into the corner. Carter Sager goes in, hits his man in the corner. Davis also there with support. Donovan, the captain, couldn't find that one. Davis looks for the outlet pass. Here's Jackson Payne. Quick shot high above. Bouch didn't see that one at all. Just a high shot by Jackson Payne. Kept it at the line by Forbes. Bouncing puck. Davis gets control. Spins, fires off a foot. Ottawa's going to gain the line, dump it in, slap the puck and high out of play at 16:50. Again, good crowd here tonight at the ranch. Ending kind of a long week for both teams here. Aiden Sager out there with Doolin and Guest, Grimbleby, and Eric Stringer on the point. This is Emmett Guest now going to pick this up. He's got Doolin with him. Guest is going to go wide. Quick shot. Bouch is going to kick that off to the side. Bouncing puck. Emmett Guest trying to get that back to Carter. Aiden Sager. Back comes Wiggins back the other way. Stringer's going to back up, play that nice move by Stringer. Stringer's going to step up, move that up. Stringer's going to jump up into the play again. New face here for the Wranglers. Bouncing puck, knocked down. Grimbleby's going to control this one down through the neutral zone. Doolin's going to tag up and on the forward line. Ottawa moves out to the outside. Grimbleby's going to battle his man, hooks a player away. Stringer's going to grab for support and move this up. In through the feet of Doolin. He couldn't hang on to that one. Wrangler's going to change. Out comes Duggan. He's got Guest with him. Duggan goes the outside. Drop pass for Guest. Quick shot. Shoots wide. Guest now tries to jump up. Nice hard hit on the side. Disher's going to force his man on the outside. 15:30 remaining of the third period. They battle in behind the net. Captured at the line by Ottawa. Ottawa tries to find their way out, broken up. Here's your captain. He's going to go far side. Steven Sabre is going to pick this one up. He's got one guy to beat. Stepped around. They catch up to him. Quick shot. Bouncing puck as Ryan Miracle's going to step through off a foot. They get this one out. Blake Wood's got to step on the gas there. He does catch up to the player, forces him outside as Duggan tried to hit with captain versus captain there on the half board. We're under 15 minutes remaining of the third period. 3-1 for Ottawa. Try to work this in. They work it to the outside. Nice hard hit by David Duggan. He has the puck. He's going to step on the outside. He's got two players with him, Miracle and Sabre. Miracle now gets the puck. Works on the outside. Duggan's ready for a pass. Doesn't get it back. Miracle's trying to find his way in. Tries to step in. He's going to put that on the far side. Duggan found it. Spins away from his man. Trying to get free. Now he gets free as Sabre gets control. Ottawa gets it right back. Now an outlet pass. Broken up there at the line by Carrion. He's going to spin fire, put that back in. David Duggan battles his man along as Ryan Miracle as well. They step around the outside. He's going to try and come in. Neal knocks that one away. Nice save by Neal as out comes Carrion up to Guest. Guest up to Garley. Garley's going to walk through. Battles through three men. Gets knocked off the puck as Guest comes in to help out. Guest now works on the outside. He gets pushed off, trying to pass that out. Gets it right back, though. As Sylvain's now going to run this one into the corner. Garley's going to come in for support on the half board. Vezina was looking for a whistle there. Not sure what he's looking for. Glove pass, maybe. Ottawa works on the far side. This is Vezina. Outlet pass, gets it up. Long distance shot. Neal blockers that one away to Forbes. Forbes up to Guest. 13-20 remaining as Guest takes the hit. Here's Sylvain, tries to walk through. Quick release. Oh, Boosh just got a pad on that one and knocked it to the side. Nice opportunity there for Matthew Sylvain. This is Carter Sager now, puts it out front. Nobody there. Ottawa's going to set up and start carrying this one out. They're going to dump it in, finish, complete their change as the Wranglers change as well. Long distance shot around the outside. Grimbleby's going to get there first. Jackson Payne joins the rush. Dump in behind the net. Now a foot race. Carter Sager's going to skate through his man on the half board. Broken up there. Bouncing puck. Grimbleby gets it back. Just ahead of Grimbleby now. Carter Sager on the attack. Grimbleby breaks that up. Loses his stick though. Ottawa gets the puck. Trying to set up here. Knocked into the corner. That was Braden Davis, pushed him away as the rifle and Neal hangs on to that one. At 12:20 remaining of the third period. Again, next week here, 4:30 here live at the ranch. Family Day weekend here. And of course, skate with the Wranglers after. So Mangantown. Again, time change, 7:30 to 4:30 next week. Off a foot, bouncing puck. This is Braden Davis now behind the net. He takes a nice hard hit as Carter Sager couldn't control that on the half board. Jackson Payne's going to pick that up, kept it at the line. Oh, it went in and out. Offside's the call. 11:55 remaining of the third period. 3-1 for Ottawa. Doolin, Sager, and Guest come out the forward line. Wood and Disher on the point. Again, Blake Wood tonight, no Ty Wood. Wood's going to control this one on the half board, gets it up to Doolin. Doolin's going to put this in behind. Aiden Sager now controls, stops at the line, tries to gain some momentum. Blake's going to give him a hand, works it inside. This is Doolin, long distance shot. Bush is going to hang on to that one at 11:28 remaining of the third period. Referee having a word with Tyler Doolin. Aiden Sager steps in on the draw for this. Ottawa wins the draw with a foot kick back. Ottawa turns, fires. Now a foot race. Disher will get the icing.
This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you by the Merchant Tap House. Our historic building houses a unique, laid-back, and comfortable dining experience with one of the largest outdoor patios in town.
Again, thank you so much for our wonderful sponsors. You'll see them throughout the broadcast. Puck shot off the arm of Guest. Bouncing puck knocked down by Doolin. It's in! That was Tyler Doolin that stuck that in the side door. He'll take it. Just caught Bush off guard. You'll see it right here on the side. It went off the... You're just coming back from a commercial break. And you'll see Tyler Doolin just walk in and just kind of handcuff Bush. Makes it 2-1. That was Tyler Doolin. 11:09 remaining. 3-2 here in the third. Long distance shot. As Miracle didn't get a handle on that one. Icing is the call. Face-off will take place on the icing to the right-hand side of Neil. 11:02 the third. Face-off won by Duggan in behind to Forbes. Forbes has Saber up to Saber. Ryan Miracle got a step in the foot. Defenseman couldn't find it. That was Nolan. Hand pass. If they touch it, they're going to let him have it, though. As Carrion's going to step up. Missed the alarm on that one.
This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you by Michael P. Lee, providing insurance services in Kingston, Ontario. They offer a variety of insurance types, including auto, home, and life insurance, located in the historical downtown Kingston.
Face-off won by Ottawa. They keep it in off the leg of Miracle. Bouncing puck. Neil read that, though. 10:30 remaining of the third. Ottawa spin, puts it in behind the net. Bouncing puck. Duggan knocks down the Ottawa player in behind. He takes a swipe at Duggan, misses him. Forbes hits his man out by the blue line. Carrion also steps up. Ottawa finds a puck in the shooting lane. Neil steps up, knocks that away. Carrion battles his man into the corner, given support by his captain. David Duggan gets this one. Looking for the outlet pass. He finds Ryan Miracle. Nice side step by Miracle. Can't get the second step on there. He tries to reach inside. Grimbleby steps up on the half board. He's going to control it. He's knocked into the boards. Ryan Miracle's going to get this puck going behind the net and slow this one down. Long distance pass. Bouncing puck. Oh, knocked down by David Duggan. Here's your captain. 1-on-3. Gets it tipped away from him. Ottawa goes back the other way. Too many players on the ice for Ottawa or for Kingston again. As now it's put out front. That was Stringer broke that up. Quick shot. Neil's going to stand up and hang on to that one at 9:23. Kingston almost got caught. There were too many men on the ice again. Gardy's going to come out and join Sauvin and Emmett Guest. Puck one. Stringer and Grimm will be on the point. Shot in the corner. Eric Stringer now chases this one. They work on the outside. Shot in low. Big cross check out front of the net as Grimm will be standing over top of his man. Another action over here with Sauvin. Tangled up in front of the Wrangler bench. Icing is negated as Sauvin beats everybody in. Garley's coming in for support. Emmett Guest at the top of the circle. Lots of action on the half board. Ottawa's going to come away with that. They're going to flick that one out. Stringer breaks that one up. Nice play by him. Dumped in, knocked down by Grimbleby. He can't find it immediately. He goes across to Sauvin. Sauvin's going to float this across to Guest. Now a foot race. Guest is going to beat his man in behind the net. Ottawa is going to gain control. This is Anderson. As Davis and Carter Sager ran into each other there. Icing is the call at 8:18. Face-off will take place to the right-hand side of Neil. Again, one of the rules here in the USPHL, they get to pick what side they want the face-off from. Face-off won cleanly by Ottawa, back to the point. Emmett Guest now chases his man. Neal blockers that to the corner, knocked off. Davis tries to put it around the net. Stringer breaks that one up, puts it in the corner. This is Eric Stringer now, tries to bank it out back to the point. They're going to work it in low. Eric Stringer's going to go back. He's going to go high off the glass, off the side of the head, keeps it inside. They battle on the half board. Ottawa's going to circle in behind the net, trying to find the outlet pass. As Neal read that, broken up greatly there. Not sure who broke that up, but that was a confusing play there as here comes Davis down the outside. He's got Carter Sager with him. They're going to put that in behind the net. Ottawa puts her on the outside as Jackson Payne hammers his man out front of the net. Vesna's hurt from that hit as Jackson Payne threw a monster hit there. I'm not sure if the instant replay camera. Randy, you get it? Come on, Randy. I looked right over. Randy was already shaking his head. He missed it, but that was quite the hit here by Jackson Payne right in front of the bench, and Vesna went off and went right to the dressing room. Nice, clean hit. Miracle's going to control this one. Nice nifty little play there by Donovan, the captain of Ottawa. Wood goes off the glass, caught at the line. Offside not called. Linesman out of position on that one as the far linesman was caught up in the play. Disher's going to pick this one up. 7 minutes remaining. The third period. Steven Sabre missed that assignment on the pass, goes all the way back. Ottawa tags up. Sabre's going to grab this one, work on the outside, tries to get through. Puck knocked off him. Duggan now steps in. Ryan Miracle helps out as well. Spin fire to the left-hand side of Bush. Disher's going to step up off the line as Sabre falls back for him. Back comes Ottawa, 3-on-3. Lots of stick work there, broken up. Here comes Ryan Miracle on the outside. He's going to force on the outside. Tried to go step around his man, didn't get through. Support given by Blake Wood. He knocks that into the corner. Now, large battle on the half board, just under the mezzanine here. Ryan Miracle has the puck, tries to walk outside. Nice behind the back. There's Emmett Guest. Oh, what a chance for Emmett Guest. Just had to hit the net. Forbes going to put that low, just misses wide. As there's an Ottawa player in behind the defense. Knocked down by Guest. As Emmett Guest is short, but he doesn't reach up that high. But high sticks the call by the official. 5:55 remaining of the third period. You're watching Wrangler hockey here on Black Bear TV. Pietti's going to knock that in behind the net. Marcus Forbes back. All the way back. This is McLeod from Ottawa. Picked off. Here comes Tyler Doolin. He's got a goal tonight. Doolin back to Aiden Sager. Sager tried to step through on that one. Broken up by Guest. Nice forward checking line. Sager almost got a stick on that one. They're going to work to the outside. Forbes has to get back, force his man to the outside. Oh, scores. As he just picked the corner on Neal. As Forbes had the angle cut off and just got it up and over top of the shoulder of Neal. You'll see him there on the far side. Just walks in and just beats Neal over the shoulder. 4-2 is the score. 5:26 remaining of the third period. Face off won by Ottawa. Carter Sager, Jackson Payne, and Braden Davis out there. As large hit out front of the net there as Carter Sager's knocked down. Stringer's going to move that up. Here's Sager on the outside. Separate on the outside off the blocker of Bush as Jackson Payne just missed that one. 2-on-1 back the other way. As Eric Stringer breaks that one up. Nice play from this young man tonight. They're going to move this one up as Grimmelby goes back. Off the board to Payne. Payne gets that out. Ottawa's going to step up, dump in. They all have to tag up. Neal's going to stop that one in behind the net as Grimmelby controls at 4:40 remaining. Payne now has this one. Looking for the outlet pass. He went off the stick of Carter Sager into the corner. Back comes Ottawa. Missed assignment there to the corner. Eric Scherner's going to battle his man in behind the net. They put it in the shooting lane. Quick shot off a leg of Grimbleby in the corner. Grimbleby hammers his man there as Neal's going to slap that one away and hang on to it at 4-12. Saber, Miracle now come out. Blake Wood, Disher, and Duggan on the ice as well. Duggan steps in on the draw. Face off one. Bouncing puck. Ryan Miracle now tries to catch up to that one to cause something to happen. They work around the outside. Saber's going to grab this one, walk in. He loses the handle on that. Quick shot. Bush kicks off to the side. Bouncing puck. Duggan can't get that one. Tries to keep it in. He does. Goes in behind his back. Pedani's going to put this one around for Ottawa into the half board. Duggan steps up. Tries to keep that one in. They can't. Now they're forced to the outside. Duggan on the forward check on the half board. Now they're going to back up. Vesna now carrying this in. He's back from that hit that Jackson Payne hit him on about 6 minutes ago. He went right to the dressing room on that. What a hard hit. Long shot. Neal's going to come out of his crease and hang on to that one at 3:27. Again, decent crowd. I guess this would be a local game for the Wranglers with Ottawa in town. Are they the closest team, Randy? Ottawa's the closest team, so some parents probably made the drive tonight. Face off one, shot in the corner by Gavin Garley. He battles his man behind the net. Theo Disher comes back to help him as well. Now it's controlled. They're going to carry this one out. This is Blake Wood stepping up. Long distance shot high above the blocker of Bush. Back comes Ottawa. 2-on-3 odd man rush. They work on the outside. Forbes forces his man back. Guest tries to get a stick on that. He can't. Shot tipped out to the corner. Garley comes back. We're under 3 minutes remaining of the third. 4-2 for Ottawa. Donovan, the captain, knocked off Sauvé on that one. Wood's going to knock that over to Forbes. Forbes up to Sauvé. He's going to tip that one in the corner. Long distance shot. Knocked down. Forbes up to Guest off his stick. Bouncing puck. Here comes Ottawa back the other way. David Duggan, your captain's going to pick this up. He's going to carry it on the far side. Takes a hack, steps through. Nice move by David Duggan as he gets all the way through. And Guest also comes in to help out. We got some rough stuff. One penalty is being called on that. Oh, Almont? Okay. But they're called Ottawa. Timeout's the call. We'll jump to a commercial break. And we'll be right back.
This Kingston Wranglers broadcast brought to you by Bar Homes, with 70 years of deeply rooted history in the construction industry of Kingston and the surrounding areas. The Bar family is pleased to help local family create their legacies by sharing our expertise and excellence in building.
Back for the timeout here. 4-2. Neal's is on the bench. Wranglers looking for the go-ahead. Grimbleby's going to put this into the corner and behind the net. This is Sauvin. Sauvin's going to look back to Guest. Quick shot release. Bush knocks it down. There it is. Oh, empty net. Miracle just couldn't get a stick on that one. As Grimbleby's going to put that across. Guest now has this. Lots of bodies out front. They're going to work this low. This is Steven Saber. He put off a leg in the corner. Duggan now, quick release, high tip wide. Guess is going to knock this one down. 1:53 remaining. Sabre tried to find Miracle. He just went wide. He took a high stick from Panini, no call. Long shot. Grimbleby bouncing puck, still open. There it is. Sylvania scores 4-3 for the Wranglers. There's Ryan Miracle laying on the ice from that high stick. And you'll see everybody stick with it. They try to work this one in. There's the bouncing puck. Sylvain just kicks it and knocks it in and makes it 4-3 for the Wranglers. With 1:40 remaining, 4-3 for Ottawa. They win the draw. Donovan's going to grab this from Ottawa. He tries to work it inside. Neal's going to kick that in the corner. I think on the rush, you're going to see Neal go back again to the bench. They're trying to get this one out. Sabre goes back to help out. 123. He's going to spin away from his man. He's going to move this over to your captain. Captain goes in behind the net. Grimbleby now has it. Guess is going to carry this one in behind. Nice forechecking by Ottawa. There goes Neal with the rush as Guess carries it in. He's on the outside. Ryan Miracle is the extra attacker. Sylvain's in the corner, in behind the net to Steven Sabre. Couldn't get a handle on that. Two Wranglers now race over as Ryan Miracle tried to help out. Captain at the line. They're trying to battle this. Grimbleby's holding back on the line here. Everybody's in helping out. Out come the Wranglers. David Duggan now chases in behind the net. Ryan Miracle pushes his man down. Quick release by Guess. They're going to turn fire. Bouncing puck. Could be icing. No, icing is waved off for some reason. As back come the Wranglers. This is Duggan on the outside. He's going to carry that in. Lots of attackers still on. Out front, nobody there. Bouncing puck. Grimbleby's got to get over quick. He keeps it in. Nice play by Grimbleby. Long shot by Sabre in the corner. 10 seconds remaining as Ottawa is going to clear this one. Quick release by Sylvain. Bouncing puck. There it is. Oh, Sabre had a chance. What a chance as the bouncing puck. Sabre just couldn't find a handle. A little rough stuff here now. Duggan comes right in. He's going to grab a hold of a little tangle up there. Duggan gives a little tap on the windshield there. Let him know he was done with this. Well, good battle by the Wranglers. They showed some heart near the end. And at the end of 3, Ottawa Valley 4, Kingston Wranglers 3. Again, reminder of the time change next week. 4:30 is the game time with So Mangantown. For the Kingston Wranglers, I'm Bill Newman, and we will catch you next time. Goodbye.